In this video, I am going to explain you about the how to do the parts of the bushwood bearing, assembly of bushwood bearing with standard views, that is front and top view, isometric view with bill of materials and balloon indications. See here, we can see that this is the three parts of these are the three parts of bushwood bearing. First is block, second part is bush, third part is shaft. This is the first part, block. This is the front view, top view and side view. This is the second part, that is bush. This is the third part, it is shaft. Let us see one by one how to do. I will explain it. This is the first part, body. This is the front view. Total length of the part, this is 230 mm. Height is base height is 26 and distance from here to here, center of the circle to base is 60 mm, and from here to here radius he has given us 48 mm. Outer circle he has given as, he has not mentioned the diameter, instead he has mentioned the radius, that is 48 mm. So diameter will be 96 mm, 48 into 2. First, see, in the side view he has given two width, that is base is 76 mm and here top you can see this is 100 mm. I will explain step by step. Let's see. Select part, select OK. Select sketch, take rectangle command, draw one rectangle, dimension. First we will do the dimensions for this base, that is height of 26, length of 230 mm. So height is 26 mm, length is 230 mm, length is 230 mm. From this left vertical line or edge to origin point, take it as 230 divided by 2. Let us make it center of the origin. Next, draw one more rectangle. Above it, draw one more rectangle. Make dimension. See, height is from here to here, it is 60 mm. Enter 60. Here he has mentioned radius 48. So from origin point to this left edge, take it as 48, and from this right vertical edge to origin point, take 48 mm. Next, select sketch trim, trim this line, right click, add relation, relation between this horizontal line and this origin point, make it coincident. Relation between this horizontal line, top horizontal line, and this origin point, make it coincident. Okay, select OK. Now select isometric view, extruded boss base. Here in the side view we can see base width is 76 mm. Enter 76. Here instead of blind, select mid plane and select OK. So this is the base. This is the first step. In the next step, select front plane. Select front plane. Please don't select a face, it will be difficult to do extrude. Okay, if we select this front face, we have to extrude in both the direction. Okay, so instead of, please select front plane. And one more thing, here while extruding the sketch, this sketch we have to select mid plane, and extrude of 76 mm. Next select front plane, front view, sketch, circle. See, from origin point to exact radius 48, up to this corner. Okay, isometric view. Now sketch is exactly at the center of the origin. It's at the plane. Now here we can see 100 mm. Okay, we have to extrude this circle, outer circle, at a length of 100 mm. Width is 100 mm. Extruded boss base. Here also select mid plane, enter 100 mm, 100 mm. Okay, select OK. Okay, next, here we can see one more internal circle of diameter 64 mm. Select front face, front view, sketch, circle. From origin point, draw one circle, make dimension. Diameter of the circle is 64 mm. Now select isometric view, extruded cut, select through all, or select blind and enter 100 mm. Select OK. Okay, next, now select bottom face, bottom view, sketch, rectangle command. See here, bottom he has given us 3 mm, so it is extruded cut of 3 mm. Draw one rectangle, do the dimension. So this width is 76 mm, distance from edge to the line is 12 mm, and this distance from edge to this line is again 12 mm. Make dimension, edge to line, give it as 12 mm, again from this edge to line 12 mm. In front view, he has given this length is 198 mm. Click on this line, enter 198. From origin point, so we don't know the distance from here to here and here to here, so we know the only length of this is 198. Select origin point, left vertical line or right vertical line, make 198 divided by 2. Select isometric view, extruded cut, blind 3 mm. Okay, next step, in front view we can see a fillet. Okay, at the edge we can see the fillet. Okay, image is not clear. Okay, here we can see the fillet, and in side view also we can see the fillet. What is the fillet radius is? Here he has mentioned unless until stated radius is 1 mm. He has not given what is the radius, so select fillet, enter 1 mm. enter 1 mm, select this extruded cut area, select this face and select OK. Face edges have been fillet of 1 mm. This is the fillet of 1 mm. Next step, select this top face, top view, sketch, rectangle. We have to draw this geometrical shape as shown in this top view. This is 10 into arc radius is 8 mm. Draw one rectangle. Take center point arc or 3-point arc. Okay, I am taking center point arc. This vertical line can find a center point, end point and this end point. Okay, next here also we have to repeat the same command, center point, end point and this one more end point. Now do the dimension. Length is 10 mm. Here radius is 8 mm. Length is 10, radius is 8 mm. Select, sketch, trim this vertical lines. This vertical lines. Now the geometrical shape is obtained as shown in the figure. Okay. Next, distance from this slot to this slot is given, center of this slot to center of this another slot is given 160 mm. Take center line command from the center point of this line. Okay, draw one vertical line. You have to take center line, don't take line command. Dimension, origin point to the center line. Here they have mentioned as 160 mm. We are taking, since we are taking only half portion, that is 160 divided by 2. It is 80 mm. Next, this is width is 76 mm. Edge to center point. Okay, edge to center point 76 divided by 2. Now select isometric view, extruded cut, select through all. Extruded cut, select through all and select OK. Now it has been cut in the shape of this geometrical shape as shown in this figure. Now select right plane. We shall mirror this feature to the left side. Select right plane. Select mirror command. Features to mirror. We need this feature cut extrude 3 feature to mirror on this left side. Click here. We can see the yellow color line. This is the imaginary line. Select OK. Okay. Next step, in front view is given oil hole CSK 90 degrees into diameter 14 and one more diameter is given mentioned on the top view, that is diameter 6. Here top diameter will be 14, this diameter will be 6 mm. Here select front plane, select front view, select sketch, take center line command. From origin point draw one vertical line. Draw one vertical line up to 48 mm, exact 48 mm. Line should be exact 48 mm. Okay, right click, select. Now select zoom to area command. Zoom only this area, zoom only this area. See like this. Now take line command. From this top end point draw an horizontal line. Since the diameter is 14 mm. So approx take 7 mm. Draw an inclined line followed by vertical line. Okay, don't end this line up to here. Okay, extend up like this. Make dimension. This is diameter 6. So 6 divided by 2. Here diameter is 14. Here diameter is 6. So we have taken as 6 divided by 2. Here diameter is 14. Okay. So 14 divided by 2. One more dimension they have specified here, that is 90 degrees. Inclined line, center line angle is 90 divided by 2, that is 45 degrees. Now select revolve cut, revolved cut, select S. We can see here the geometrical shape which we have drawn here. It is cutting like this. Okay, this is for lubrication of bearings. This is the we are doing this all for lubrication of the bearings. Next, here they have specified radius 8 in the front view and radius 6, and the side view also they have specified one more radius, that is 6 mm. First let us do radius 8. Select fillet, enter 8 mm. Here enter 8 mm. Select this edge and opposite edge. Okay, select this edge and opposite edge. Select OK. Okay, next, here specified as radius 6 mm. Fillet, enter 6 mm. This edge is radius 6, and inside view he has mentioned one more radius, that is 6 mm, that is this edge. Okay, and backside edge. Okay, now select OK. So this is the front view, top view, side view. This is the side view. This is the isometric view. Save the part. Before saving, I will do the color coding. Just you have to understand the parts while assembling, so I am doing the color coding. Save the file. Create a new folder. Okay, save it as block. Save. Next, second part is bush. So this is the bush. So bush is as shown in the figure, mentioned two diameters, that is one is diameter 64 and diameter 50. 50 is the hollow portion. Okay, in this bush a shaft will be fitted, and here they are given as diameter 6. In body also from top view we can see that they have given a diameter 6. Okay, this and this we have to do the mating in the assembly. Okay, this is the important part. Okay, select a new part file. Now select sketch, take circle command. From origin point draw one circle, make dimension. Outer diameter of the circle is diameter 64. Next take one more circle command. From origin point draw one more circle, make dimension. Internal diameter circle is 50 mm. Now select isometric view. Length of the bush is 100 mm. Extruded base. Here select mid plane. Select mid plane. Enter 100 mm. Enter 100 mm and select OK. Next, we have to do this slot here on the top. Okay, diameter 6 mm at a length of 50 mm. At a length of 50 mm. Exactly it will be center, because length of the bush is 100 mm, half of the 100 is 50 mm. So it will be at the exactly center. Now select top plane. Select top plane, top view, sketch, circle. From origin point draw one circle, make dimension. Diameter of the circle is 6 mm. Isometric view. Here it should cut to the topward side, not at the bottom. Extrude cut. Here it is towards the bottom. Select reverse direction. Here select, instead of blind select through all. Okay, select OK. Okay, this is the 6 mm slot. Save it as bush. Next, third part is shaft. Diameter of the shaft is 50 mm. Take a part file, new part file. Select sketch, take circle command. From origin point draw one circle, make dimension. Diameter of this circle is 50 mm. Select isometric view, extruded boss base, mid plane. Here length of the shaft should be more than the length of the bush or block. So length of the block and length of the bush is 100 mm. So make it more than 100 mm. So I'm taking it as 150 mm. Okay, select OK. At the edge of the shaft we have to do the chamfering. Here it is specified chamfer 1 into 45 degrees. Chamfer, enter 1 mm. Select front edge and back edge. Select OK. So edges have been chamfered. Now save the shaft, save the file. This is shaft. Okay, now let us do the assembly of bushed bearing. In this bill of materials we have specified first item number 1 is block, second is bush, third is shaft. File, open new assembly file, select assembly file and select OK. Now insert component from file, insert component from file, open the specified folder where we have saved the parts. Okay, here files of type, if we select a part file, only part files will be displayed. Here if we select assembly file, only assembly files will be displayed. If we select all files, all formats files will be displayed here. So here we need specifically a part file to do the assembly. So select, if it is ASM, please don't worry, in files of type, here a drop down menu, select part file, so all the part files will be displayed. First select a block, open and drop it on this graphics area. Okay, just a click, with a single click. So keep it in mind, whichever we take a first part in the assembly file, this first part cannot be moved or rotated. Okay, it cannot be rotate the component, or we cannot move the component. If we try to move it, it will show the one message, the selected component is fixed, it cannot be moved. Okay, next part, item number 2 is bush, insert component from file, second is bush, select open, place it here. Next insert component from file, third part is shaft, open, okay, place it here. Now let us do, I will explain how to do the assembly of bush bearing. To assemble the block and bush, first we have to select mate command, keep it in the isometric view, select the face, of the body, means block. Next select the face of the bush. Okay, face of the block and face of the bush. From top view we can see that alignment, how it going to happen. Select OK. Okay, this is a preview. Next second step, select mate, select the internal diameter of the block, this is the external diameter of the bush. Okay, select OK. Next just tilt the object, okay, like this. We can see here, select mate between the 6 mm diameter and internal bush 6 mm diameter. Okay, this relationship between these two. Okay, select OK. Now it will be fixed, it cannot be moved. Now it has been assembled. Next, select mate, internal diameter of the bush, external diameter of the shaft. Okay, select OK. Top view, we can move the shaft. It cannot be fixed at a one place, so we can move this shaft. Okay, like this we have to move it and select OK. This is the assembly of bushed bearing. Now save the file, save, select S, assembly of bushed bearing. Now let us do the bill of materials and views, front and top view with balloon indication. For this we have to select a new drawing file. Select a new drawing file and select OK. Here select sheet format to use. A dialog box will be displayed of sheet format to use. In this, select no sheet format. Okay, select no sheet format. Paper size, select it as A4 landscape. Select OK. Here we can see the border. This is the A4 landscape. Here we use mainly 4 commands, that is predefined view and projected view from a drawing toolbar. This is a drawing toolbar. Here we use predefined view and projected view. And this is annotation toolbar. In this annotation toolbar we use note and balloon command. Select predefined view. Here we can see a one box. Okay, to the arrow mark, place it here. It should be on the left top corner. Select front view. This is a view orientation. Here we are going to do project front view and top view. So select front, insert model, browse. Here files of type. Here we need a assembly file. So drop down, select assembly file or all files. We have saved as assembly of bushed bearing 2003. Select open, yes, select OK. Here select tangent edges display, select OK. So it is crossing the area border of the A4 sheet. Click here, select custom scale. Here in custom scale select 1:2. Select 1:2 or select 1:1.5. Okay, we can place it here, select OK. Next we need top view of this bushed bearing. Here we have one command, that is projected view. Click on the projected view. Beside of predefined view only it will be available, projected view. Please select a drawing view from which to project. So this is the front drawing view. Click on this, move your cursor towards downward side and click here, select OK. This is the top view of the bushed bearing. So scale is more. Click here, select both the front and top views. Here select, make it as 1.8. okay, select 2. I am taking 2. Scale is 1:2. Next, here we need isometric view. Again select predefined view. Okay, place it here. Here select isometric. View orientation is isometric. Again select browse. Here select assembly of bushed bearing 2003. Open. Yes, and select OK. So this is the isometric view of the bushed bearing. Increase the scale. Select custom scale. It is 1.5. I'm taking as 2. 1:2. Okay. For this we go for shaded mode. Select shaded mode. Select OK. Okay. This is the front view and this is the top view. Click over the ear and make it as hidden line visible. So here we can see hidden lines visible. If we need, you can go for it, or hidden lines removed. Next, for this we need a bill of materials. Okay, click on this isometric view, insert bill of materials. Okay, we have to click on this isometric view, insert bill of materials. For bill of materials for this isometric, that is bushed bearing, we need a bill of materials for bushed bearing. Select bill of materials. Here bill of materials template will be displayed. Okay, don't select over here, just select open. Just select open. Here select OK. Please don't do any changes. If it is required, we can go for it, or we will take it as default basic. Select OK. Here we can see one table with item number, quantity, part number and description. Click on this and drag to this bottom right corner. Place it on the bottom right corner. Now select zoom to area. Select zoom to area. Zoom this table. Only select this table. Okay. Right click. Select. Double click on this table. Double click on this table. Now we can edit this table. Here instead of part number, here they are mentioned as description. Okay, so here instead of part number, enter description. Okay, here instead of description, enter as material. It is material. Okay, for block, what is the material he has mentioned here? It is cast iron. For bush, brass. For shaft, Fe410W. Cast iron. Bush is brass. Shaft is Fe410W. Okay, after the editing, okay, click here. Now select zoom to fit. Okay, after editing the table, click here. Next we go for a note. Click on the note here. Okay, later we will go to the note command. Here it is a balloon indication. Click on the balloon indication. So here we have total three parts in this assembly. Number one, this is 2 is bush, this is 3 shaft, block, bush and shaft. So when we click on the block, it is displayed as number 1. Here item number 1 is block, so this is block. Second part is click on the bush, so it is displayed as number 2. Number 2 means bill of material. Number 2 is the bush, is the shaft, so it is the number 3. So third one is the shaft. Select OK. So we can move this, okay, like this, arrange properly. One is block, second one is bush, third one is shaft. Okay, next select node command. So this is the front view, this is the top view, and this is the bill of materials and assembly of screw jack. Okay, click here, enter front view. This is the top view. This is the bill of materials table, bill of materials. This is the assembly of bushwood bearing. Okay, select OK. Arrange properly. So this is the assembly of screw jack with bill of materials, standard views and balloon indications.